multiple system atrophy, your brain and body can heal, and here's living proof. And everybody, we're back with Gail and Dan. What prompted this video was a lady just went off on me on YouTube. So these videos are up on YouTube, and I had it written down. She said these videos were all hype, they weren't true, that it's a scam, that I'm a quack. I've heard I'm a quack since I started practice, to be honest with you. It just never ever, yes. I have webbed toes. And she said it's anything but miraculous. So let's start with that. So yesterday we're here. I mentioned this earlier off camera. Gail sitting, moving her legs, and you are like, look at that. She's just like a little kid. So how would you answer that lady? Has there been good change? I mean, we're documenting it with each video, but what are your feelings?
I'm sorry.
You're stronger. And I understood that. And once again, when you first came here, I couldn't understand anything you said. Yeah. And so, yeah, you're stronger. You have hope. Remember we talked about that yesterday. So the physicians had told you at Mayo, just go home, get comfortable. You just said it'll be 6 months. That was 8 months ago.
6 months to a year, that's what she's got.
Wow.
And it was just before Christmas. I couldn't even face the daughter, the son,
Right.
or the wife and tell them
Right.
that this was happening. It's just kept to myself.
Right.
And now I can talk about it because we've already blown that right out of the water.
She's walking better, she's talking better. Last time you were in, you said she's getting in and out of bed.
You've seen it when she sat down. She's
Right.
slipping her legs up into bed and stuff before.
And she wasn't doing that.
We had to do everything. She can get up out of bed by herself. She does have a hospital bed.
Right.
So, but she has gotten up out of bed by herself to get to the bathroom.
Yeah. Right.
She doesn't have to wait for somebody to come running.
Right.
She gets in and out of the car by herself a little more. Still, I want to be there when she does it because she's starting to get to that point where she's starting to take chances, I want to say.
Yeah, we talked about that on the last video where you had a fall, where you're going a little too far, too fast. But it's because you want to get better.
Right. She hasn't fallen since then.
Right.
There's been 1 or 2 close calls, but it was nothing that would have caused any physical. She was watching what she was doing, but...
Right. Now, on one of the videos, I think it was the last one we did, you said she was 2 steps away from going in a nursing home before she came here.
Well, she couldn't really maneuver with her walker anymore. She was getting to the point where she was starting to fall inside the walker.
Right. And that hasn't happened.
No. She gets the walker. Matter of fact, we're working now. The one thing we were working with, and Doc said we had to do it, was keep working with our doctors.
Yeah. I've never said stop medicine.
Keep working with our other chiropractors.
Yes.
Our therapists, both physical and our massage therapist,
Yes.
which they will, if you've got questions, you can contact me, Dan Palmer, Thorpe, Wisconsin, and I will give you their names, and you can call them, or the businesses that they represent. And I will give you permission to talk about
the fact that she's changing. You see, a lot of these people who are MSA advocates, they're waiting for that magic bullet, the magic pill. And you talked about that. You guys were on a 3-year waiting list for stem cell and nothing. And she was slowly getting worse. And yet I have this lady who goes off on me. And granted, I get it. She lost her husband to MSA. She has anger. She's bitter. She's almost toxic. I won't read her what she wrote. I just deleted it. I didn't see it. My staff brought it to me. But she said she'll do everything in her power to make sure that our office will never see another patient. What do you say to that?
Well, we've seen them coming in here pretty regular, and we've seen some other people come in that are walking out at second day we were here.
Right. This is a great story.
Came in a powered wheelchair.
Yeah.
And my wife, she's stumbling around here in her upright walker. And the lady turned to her husband and says, I'm going to be like her one day. And I'm sitting there, I almost brought tears to me because my wife is better than you are, and she's got 6 months to 8 months to live.
Right.
This didn't make any sense. And I will say there is a lot more to this program.
Right, thank you. Than just stem cell.
There's
Stem
so
cell
much-
alone is not going to help you if you have MSA. It won't.
It's not the magic pill.
No, stem cells are not the magic bullet. And there are people with MSA who've had stem cell. It didn't work. It can't just be stem cell.
One thing I will say, we've been to 6 to 7 different neurologists.
Right.
One of them was head neurologist, University of Wisconsin. She told the wife, yes, you have MSA. Do everything you want now because you'll get weaker and you won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Second one, Rochester, top neurologist at Rochester. He ran a bunch of tests, confirmed, yes, she has MSA.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do about it? Well, we keep giving her these pills and she'll just slowly wither away. Well, we have a stem cell program. Waited 3 years, nothing. They've had 3 stem cell programs go through, but we never got
Called.
called. As far as I know, whatever. I'm just saying what I was told.
Right.
First thing we did here, when we came here, was he ran a complete test of blood tests. Everything.
Hormones.
Anything.
Yeah.
Chemicals, radiation,
Yeah.
acetic chemicals, alkaline chemicals, all the chemicals, mold, anything that could be done that could have caused this.
Yep.
None of them other ones did this. This is what blew my mind right away. Nobody asked for a blood test completely.
Yep.
And we've pull the hospital records. There is no blood tests. Our family doctor ran a couple, but that was just for stuff like cholesterol and.
But so MSA advocates are going to say, well, there's nothing in the blood. It doesn't matter. It does matter. You got to look at inflammation markers. You got to look at liver, kidney, thyroid function. All of these things are important. Pregnenolone.
Doc is right, 100%. What I want to expand on is, you ask any neurologist what causes MSA, and they will say, we don't know. Is it a chemical? Could somebody got a certain chemical? We don't know. Could radiation have done it? We don't know.
Right.
But if you treat the body for that, you're eliminating that cause.
Let's talk about when we cleared the mold with her. And she didn't like that so much because it was a few supplements, right? Yeah. So she was having issues with her sinus, right? And so we did some testing, found it was mold, and we cleared it. And then how's that been?
The sinuses, well, tell them, honey. Not a little bit. She has a little bit with the nose.
Yeah.
One thing right now, we just got done with treatments, and she is tired.
Right.
So she doesn't speak like she does normally.
Right.
I'm talking a little more,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we saw her yesterday. We saw her today. And so they drive. It's a 3-hour drive one way to come and see us. And they do it every week. And yet I have people on the north side of Appleton that tell me it's too far to get over. So,
If you've got hope, you'll do a lot of things.
you're right. And that's another thing. Let's discuss that, because she was depressed coming here. She had no hope.
Well, she
None.
was told that
Go home and die, basically.
she heard to keep her comfortable till the end, right?
Yeah,
She didn't hear the part about you got 6 months to a year to live.
right,
I couldn't let them know that.
right.
I mean, it's just
Right.
before Christmas. What kind of Christmas do I give my wife?
You're right.
Kids. And yet, people still don't believe it.
No.
There's people in Thorpe that can't believe that she's getting.
They see the change.
They're seeing it more than we are.
Well, I see it because, I see her once a week, so I don't see her day to day, so I see it, and it is miraculous. When I use the term miraculous, I'm being attacked because, you're hyping it. You're a con artist. And that is miraculous because medicine has nothing to offer you. Nothing. And it's just sad that other people buy into that. Right. Like this woman who lost her husband and is going out of her way to tell other MSA patients not to see us. I mean, that's criminal. It's criminal. And I hope this lady sees this video. So.
She can come and contact me. I
Yeah.
don't care. I've got friends that are so far gone with Parkinson's that there's no hope.
No.
And I mean,
There is a limitation of matter. You're right about that. There is a point of no return.
well, when I knew that if we didn't do something pretty quick back in, I wasn't a firm believer. My daughter made me come to this.
That's right.
I
You
sat
didn't
in
even
here.
know my name the first video.
Well, life is.
I'm going to have that video below, folks. I'm telling the truth. Gail knows. You knew my name. He didn't. But, here's the beautiful thing. We can laugh about it now because she's doing so much better. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Well, what I got to remember is that it took her 5 years to get to the point where she was.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing her come back faster. It isn't going to take 5 years to get back to where she was. I don't know if she'll ever be back to where she was, but she's a lot better than she was.
Well, and we were talking yesterday, we have a new protocol coming up. I can't say anything about it until we do it. We're going to do it before and after, but they're excited about it. I'm excited about it. We're going to do before and after video with that. And I think we were talking yesterday, even if we saw a 20 or 30% change, we'll take it. We'll take it.
It's all going up. So we had to bring the disease to a stop.
Right.
Reacclimate the body.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see it. It's starting to mushroom, snowball, however you want to call it.
Right.
Where it starts out real slow, but you're seeing more and more stuff happening as we go. There's a lot of things that we did not we did, Doc and
we're all doing it. You're doing it at home.
And
it's a group
stuff
effort.
that is it's just making the for a stem cell or
oh yes,
injection.
So the fertile ground. So you got to have the building blocks for the body. And again, it's not just stem cell, it's complete blood work, hormone testing, trigger testing for toxins and infections like we talked about with the mold, chemicals, we cleared chemicals with her, and it's genetic testing. It's genetic SNPs. Maybe you've heard of 23andMe, maybe you haven't, but we do a saliva test here in the office, and that's what helps clear these things to allow your body to heal. Stem cell therapy alone, I'm going to keep saying it, will not help the MSA patient. It will not help the Parkinson's patient. Michael J. Fox Foundation, I have a video I made on it. They say stem cells are totally useless till there's more research. I kind of agree with that because it takes more than stem cell therapy, and you're living proof.
We're learning right along with Doc. He's coming up with different approaches to this.
That's true.
Steady, and
that is true.
we haven't had a bad one yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all part of getting better.
Yeah.
But just remember, this right here is the one that is pioneering
Yes.
a lot of the stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the term guinea pig because I try it before I give it to you, but like Brown's gas, we just started her with Brown's gas. Brown's gas is 66% hydrogen, 33% oxygen. Why? Because your brain and nervous system need two things to survive, fuel and activation. Fuel is oxygen and glucose. Well, she's getting glucose from her diet, and we've talked about diet on videos before, but we've got to increase the oxygenation of her body, and that's where the Brown's gas comes in. And so, yeah, we've just started that with her. The receptor-based activation, the exercises with the vibration we have you doing at home. Vibration stimulates the dorsal columns, the back part of the spinal cord, fires up the cerebellum. Cerebellum controls your balance and coordinated movement. So you get all these naysayers out there, like this poor woman. Now, I mean, she viciously attacked me, but I understand. She's hurting. She lost her husband. She saw him wither away. She has some anger. But don't take it out on me. And especially don't take it out on Gail and other MSA patients when all they want to do is improve and get better. And that's really the bottom line.
We've got some friends that are watching us off the coast. I have relatives that died from Parkinson's, and now they're starting to wonder if it wasn't similar to what she had, and they're watching us.
Well, they claim medically that MSA is not genetic, but yet I see with other MSA patients, and you're not the only MSA patient we've helped. We've helped others in the past, even before stem cell, but nobody else wanted to get on video, you know? And it's like, yeah. So thank you for that. And thank you for helping others. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, let's keep going. We're going to do this new protocol. We'll do the before and after. Don't listen to the naysayers. If you have MSA, call me. Call Dan. I mean, Dan's open to helping because we're helping Gail. Why have people suffer when they don't have to suffer? That's what amazes me. And yet some of these MSA advocates, they insist that there's more research and there isn't enough research for stem cell, let alone that stem cells been researched up the yin-yang. Go to PubMed.com, 320,000 articles.
One thing to ask this lady.
Yeah.
We're hearing that she had lost her husband on video. She's saying that she lost her husband to MSA.
Yeah.
What proof do we have that this happened? Maybe this is somebody that doesn't want us to succeed or Gail to succeed.
That's a
and they're
valid
trying
point.
to make us look bad. If they want to come to visit me, I'll give them my address. They can contact me, Dan Palmer, Thorpe, Wisconsin, and I'll take the time off to visit. They can prove them to the point. If they believe that this, don't go after Doc. Come after me. I'm the one that lives and helps the lady out, and I will say she's getting better. Matter of fact, we're talking about going on a cruise this winter because she's so much improved.
That's great. That's great. That's wonderful.
She doesn't know if she wants to, but she's going to.
Well, thank you. Thank you both. I the whole purpose of all these videos that we've done with Dan and Gail is to give everyone out there hope. Hope that you can heal. Look, medicine doesn't always have the answer. And if you're going to sit around and wait for some magic bullet, some magic pill, and again, stem cells aren't a magic bullet or pill, it's just part of the protocol, you're going to slowly wither away if you have MSA. So I say take some action, talk to myself, talk to Dan. Eventually we'll get Gail on a phone call and she'll be talking to everybody. And thank you both. Thank you both for your courage. Thank you both for helping to help other patients. I mean, that's really what it's about.
We can. We've made videos, and if people want to start knocking them, they should take and come to us and we'll prove. Now, if you don't want proof, there's nothing we can do about it.
No, there are some
But as
people
far
that
as
keep working.
as far as you condemning, what proof do you have? We have proof. I can show you the proof. You can talk to doctors, you can talk to whoever. I'll give them permission to talk to you. That's fine. We don't care. She's getting better.
That's all that matters. All right. Very good. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Gail. Take care. Perfect.